Hey everyone, I'm Sugandha and you're watching Ready with HR and I hope so you all are well and you all are enjoying these 15 days workshop. This 15 days workshop and yes, so 3 sessions have already been uploaded. Let's have a quick recap. In the first session on day 1, we have discussed about the introduction to HR, what is HR and what are the key functions of HR. In the second day, we have discussed about how we can align HR goals with organizational strategy. What can be the organizational strategies and how we can align HR goals. And in third session on day third, we have discussed about the recruitment planning and strategy, how we can plan recruitment, what can be the strategies, and what is job analysis, what are the key elements of job analysis, what is job description, how we can draft effective job descriptions. Okay, so this we have discussed till now, and today it's day 4 and we are going to discuss about effective sourcing and attracting talent, how we can do sourcing and how we can attract talent, and what are interviewing techniques, what interviewing techniques we can use to actually hire the candidates, and next is selection processes. Okay, so let's discuss about the sourcing first. Okay, even before starting the sourcing, let's discuss about what is actually effective sourcing and how we can attract the talent. Means what is this effective sourcing and attracting talent? So yes, this is a critical aspect, this is the important aspect of the recruitment process that involves proactively identifying, engaging, and attracting qualified candidates to fulfill the workforce needs of an organization. We need workforce so we can identify, engage, and attract qualified candidates to fulfill this workforce needs, right? So this process, yes, goes beyond traditional job postings. Like it's not only about job postings or advertisements, and it involves, strategic approaches to reach and appeal to potential candidates. It's not only about one sourcing method or something, it's a combination of different sourcing methods, techniques, strategies, how we can attract the talent. Okay, so let's explore the key components in detail. And first is now see identifying talent sources, how we can identify talent sources. First is yes, online platforms, as we use job boards and job portals like professional networking sites. It could be LinkedIn, and yes, industry specific platforms to reach a wide audience. Now see, above we have discussed, this is not only about traditional job postings. That I would like to focus more, that yes, this is just one point. Online platforms, this is not only the way to source a candidate. Like people always say, ma'am, please tell how to post a job, ma'am, please show that demo. See, that is not a big thing, you can learn anywhere, but there are different techniques. Even if you know how to post the job posting, then also you won't be able to understand how to convert the candidate, how to screen the candidate, how to shortlist, how to call them for interview. So this is actual process what I'm discussing right now. Okay, next is social media. Leverage social media channels like Twitter, that is X, Facebook, Instagram, to promote job opportunities, and yes, engage with potential candidates. Next is employee referrals. Encourage current employees to refer candidates, to refer qualified candidates, tapping into their professional network. We often ignore employee referral as a proper source. We think, okay, if employee will be referring, like if employee will be recommending any candidate, then it's fine. Otherwise, we won't be taking any effort to convince the employees to, to refer the candidate. But we should do, and we should create a proper process. Employee referral program can be introduced, and yes, this is a proper process. I have discussed about this in my sourcing methods in detail. You can check that session from the HR recruiter playlist. One more thing, whatever I'm discussing over here, I have discussed already about all of these things in detailed sessions. Like if it's about recruitment, you can find the recruitment related sessions in detail on the channel, like from HR recruiter playlist. If there are general sessions related to human resource, you can find from the HR playlist, right? So you can check those playlists from the pinned comment and you can explore those sessions in detail. These are brief sessions, so I won't be able to tell everything in detail, right? Next is employer branding. And it's important. Why? We all know that employer image matters a lot. So define and communicate organizational culture. Clearly, we have to clearly articulate the organization's values, mission, and workplace culture to attract the candidates who align with these aspects. And yes, this is not a one day process. You have to do it whenever, even if you are not hiring, actually. Right, so this is a continuous process. You have to create a brand of the company, and that is built with a lot of things like proper workplace culture, proper compensation system, proper employee engagement activities, and a combination of such other things. Okay, so next is highlight employee success stories. Now see, this could be really a great source of creating an employer brand where we can showcase the testimonials and success stories from current employees to provide insights into the positive aspects of the people working in the organization. That can be a good example, a great example, in fact. Next is consistent messaging. Maintain a consistent and a positive brand image across all communication channels. You have to maintain this all communication channels. Like, we are having 5 social media accounts. What we are doing is we are doing, marketing, or you can say we are communicating only through 2 or 3 social media channels. So that's not a great way, and that way we are losing the audience. It could be that few people are on 2 social media platforms, few people are on 3 social media platforms, even if a lot of people are on all the 5 social media platforms. So yes, this will create a positive image that, oh, this brand is highlighted all over. Okay, so this is employer branding. Next is crafting compelling job descriptions. Now you have to do this. You have to draft good compelling job descriptions, and yes, clear and inclusive language is must. Use clear and inclusive language in job descriptions to attract a diverse pool of candidates. That should be, it should be clear. Next is showcasing opportunities for growth. Highlight opportunities for professional development and career advancement within the organization. Showcase opportunities for growth, right? So you have to highlight opportunities for professional development, that what all opportunities you are providing to the employees for their professional development and for career advancement, so that employees so that actually candidates are attracted towards the organization. Oh, such facilities or such opportunities are provided by the organization. Next is benefits and perks. Important again. Clearly outline the benefits, what all benefits you are giving, what all perks you are providing, and what are actually the unique aspects of the workplace. Okay, to make the position more appealing. What is unique? Like, yes, everybody is offering assistant manager position in finance and marketing, but what unique you are offering? Oh, this is unique. This benefit is unique. This perk is unique. This is actually the unique aspect of this profile, and whatever we are offering, this is unique. Okay, so we have to do this. We have to draft this in job description, that's so that it's compelling. Next is utilizing technology. Yes, it's important. Applicant tracking systems. Implement ATS to streamline the application process, and manage candidate data efficiently and track the effectiveness of sourcing channels. That's important. Next is like data analytics. Use data analytics to measure the success of different sourcing strategies and make data driven decisions for continuous improvement. How we can do this? Like, we have different sourcing channels. Okay, how we can do this? We have different sourcing strategies. We need to measure, we need to evaluate that as per the data analytics, that which strategy is actually working, which sourcing strategy is more accurate or appropriate. We are able to find a lot of candidates from which strategy. Okay, so this is about data analytics, and this is how we can actually analyze, and we can focus on that particular strategy or that type of strategies more to attract the candidates. Next is building and nurturing talent pools. Again, important. Continuous engagement. See, establish and maintain relationships with potential candidates even if they are not immediately available for a position. What we do in headhunting, we are doing it from months. Talent acquisition, we are doing it from months. On LinkedIn networking, we are doing from months. Like, a lot of people are getting connected to us when we create LinkedIn or when we post. We never approach them, we never message them. But that's a connection. We are liking their post, they're liking our post. We are posting something, they're commenting, we are appreciating, or we are just discussing about the things. So yes, we are able to understand the mindset of a particular candidate. So yes, that candidate could be interested in the organization, that even we are interested in that candidate. So it's been months, days, months, or you can say even a year, that we are in connection with candidates, and when we require them, yes, they apply, because yes, there is something mutually connected. And yes, when we want them, they apply, means when there is a vacancy as per their profile, they even apply. Okay, so this is continuous engagement. Next is again networking events. Yes, so you must attend industry events. You must even, participate in these conferences, job fairs, to connect with the potential candidates and build a network of talent. That's important. Okay. Next is personalized outreach, tailored messages. Now, craft personalized and targeted message when reaching out to potential candidates, emphasizing how their skills and experience align with the specific job opportunity. Now, I have discussed about this several times. Like, I get messages which are not at all personalized. I get generalized messages, job messages like, oh, here there is a opportunity available and please apply to this opportunity, even if that opportunity doesn't link with my profile. Like, I'm having certain years of experience, 8, 10 years of experience. Okay, just an example I'm giving. And that, that position is for 1 or 2 years experience profile, or even freshers can apply, and you are sending the same message to me. So that is not a tailored message. And even what you're doing is you're not checking the profile, what that person is currently doing, where that person is. You are just dropping your message for the sake of sourcing, for the sake of telling your managers, oh, I have done this work today. Right, so this won't be, a work. This won't be calculated, and this is your waste of time, my waste of time, and yes, your company's waste of time, in fact. Okay, so please do tailored messages. Like, you must check the profile and then you can send the messages, especially to the senior profiles, I request you. Okay, next is responsive communication. Now, ensure timely and responsive communication throughout the recruitment process to create a positive candidate experience. Now, candidate experience is really important. I have discussed about this, that candidate experience starts from job posting to the end, when the candidate is either selected or not selected. And even if in the case of selection the candidate is our employee, he joins, then also this continues, because this is actually the experience which he will be carrying in his mind, and he will be sharing through word of mouth, that, oh, this company is like this, I have faced this, oh, there was a lack of communication, oh, the communication was good, oh, people interacted well, interview system wasn't well, people were not good there, company wasn't good, atmosphere wasn't good, right? So this is actually a candidate experience, positive or negative. So we have to create a positive experience, so that that employee can even circulate this, that employee can even write reviews for our company, so that other people can apply. Okay, next is employee value proposition. So this is like unique selling points. What are our unique selling points? You have to clearly communicate what are the unique aspects, that make our organization an attractive employer, attractive company. And yes, what can be the unique aspects? Yes, first, positive work culture could be there, opportunities for innovation, and one thing more is important, that is commitment to a social responsibility. How committed we are, how socially responsible we are. We are having a chemical industry, how these chemical and the emissions are being handled. Okay, and even if not a chemical industry, any kind of industry we have, any kind of company we have, how we are committed to the social responsibility. So we must highlight this as well. Next is alignment with the candidate values. Now, emphasize how organization values align with those of potential candidates. Like, we both have same values. How this is aligned means alignment is how this is parallel, how this is same actually. Okay, so we need to point out this as well. Next is continuous improvement. Yes, feedback mechanisms important. Collect feedback from candidates about their application experience and use insights to improve sourcing and recruitment processes. Next is benchmarking. Now, see, regularly assess the effectiveness of sourcing strategies. Whatever strategies we have implemented, we need to regularly assess that whether they are effective. Okay, and yes, benchmark against the industry best practices. What other industries are using means what the same companies under same means what other companies under the same industry are using, what strategies they are using. We must check this, and yes, if required, we must change our strategies so that we can get the suitable candidates. Okay, so yes, effective sourcing and attracting talent is an ongoing process that requires, of course, that requires creativity, adaptability, and deep understanding of both organization needs and the expectations of potential candidates. We need both. Okay, so it's a key element in building a robust and diverse workforce that contributes overall success of the organization, which is really really important. Okay, so let's get started with the interviewing techniques. I hope so you are watching this session, complete session. Yes, it will take another 5 to 10 minutes. Please be here, okay, because I have to include this in this session only. Next in the next session we have lots and lots of other things, so I have to complete this here. So interviewing techniques and selection processes are really integral components of the recruitment process, which are aimed at selecting and assessing, basically assessing and selecting most qualified candidate for a given job. So these techniques involve, again, same systematic approaches to gather information about candidates' skills, qualifications, and yes, suitability for the role. So let's understand about the detailed explanation, and let's talk about how these interviews work, what can be the types of interviews. So first is types of interviews. There could be structured interviews, unstructured. Yes, structured interviews, as the name suggests, follow a predetermined set of questions. There is a proper predetermined set of questions which ensure consistency across all candidates. So this approach allows for a fair and yes, objective evaluation. Unstructured interviews, on the other hand, provide flexibility in questioning and allow for a more conversational and exploratory approach. Okay, because they are not structured. We don't have a predetermined set of questions. So yes, we can explore anything. We can ask or extend the topic. Obviously, there will be variability in candidate assessment. Next is behavioral interviews. Obviously, focus on past behavior. Candidates are asked to provide, specific examples from their past experience to gauge how they handle various situations. We can put certain behavioral question among them, and we can ask, okay, how you will react this, or we can even ask the questions from their past stories. Next is assesses competencies. Yes, help assess key competencies and skills relevant to the job. Whatever skills and competencies are required, we can assess by asking the same kind of question related to behavioral interviews. Okay, next is situational interviews. Again, this is in the second we were discussing about the behavior, how the candidate reacts in certain situation, and the situational interviews are how he manages the situation, like present hypothetical scenarios. Candidates are presented with hypothetical situations to evaluate their problem solving, decision making, and yes, obviously critical thinking skills. Oh, this is a situation, how I have to react. So this is situational interviews. Next is predicts future performance. This way we can predict future performance, in that if certain kind of situation will arise, oh, this person will handle the situation this way. Yes, so we can assess how candidates might handle real life challenges in the workplace. Okay, next is panel interviews. Again, important because there are multiple interviewers involved in a panel interview. Each interview or each interview bringing different perspectives and expertise. Like we have interviews from the different perspectives. Okay, so that can really help. Comprehensive evaluation allows for a comprehensive evaluation of candidates from various angles. Yes, obviously, like one person we have a soft skill trainer, one we have IT personal, one we have a different person, like obviously related with the same profile. So and these are important. Panel interviews are really great when we are talking about comprehensive evaluation. Next is technical interviews. Now, assess technical skills. Focus on evaluating candidates' technical or job specific skills. Okay, this is obviously technical skills. Problem solving exercises, may include coding test or case studies, practical exercises relevant to the job. This is important because first of all we have to see that technical purpose is solved or not, because ultimately candidate has to perform that technical task, right? Next is competency based interviews, again align with job competencies. Now questions here are designed to assess specific competencies required for the job, whatever specific competencies are there apart from technical or behavioral. If there are certain competencies we are looking, then yes, we will design these questions and we will ask the candidate. Next is again behavioral indicators here as well, aims to identify behaviors that indicate a candidate's proficiency in key areas. Okay, specific we are talking about. Okay, specific competencies, behavioral competencies we are talking about. Next is selection processes. I am in a bit hurry now because this is extending, and I think already it's 25 minutes or more. Okay, so okay. Next is selection processes. So resume and application review. Please, I have a request. Please check. Please watch sessions completely because they are really helpful. You can do it in parts. Okay. Next is resume and application review. Initial screening is done to match candidates' qualifications with job requirements. And next is pre-employment assessments. Yes, the skill test, personality assessments, or cognitive tests are also there to further evaluate candidates. And next is reference checks. Yes, here what we do, we contact previous employers or references to verify information and gather insights into a candidate's work history. From here, I remember that yes, one HR course is also running in English. You can check the sessions related to that HR course if you want to deep dive into this. Okay, if you want to know detail about all this, so yes, HR course is in detail. Okay, and yes, after this workshop, new sessions will be uploaded in that course as well. Okay. Till now we have done up to background verification in that. Next is diversity and inclusion consideration. Yes, we have to mitigate bias, implement strategies to mitigate unconscious bias during interviews to ensure fair and equitable evaluations. Important, we have to focus on diversity and inclusion. So for this we can make a diverse interview panels which will include diverse interviewers to promote a more inclusive selection process. This is very obvious that when interviewers are diverse from diverse backgrounds, then yes, there are less chances of there are less chances of biasness. Okay, next is continuous improvement. We are talking about continuous improvement in every session because it's important that post interview feedback, considering post interview feedback, collecting actually feedback from interviewers so that we can evaluate the effectiveness of the interview process. And yes, so if any changes are required, we must implement. So regular review and updates are important. Periodically review and update interview questions and processes based on feedback and changing job requirements. Important. If the job requirements are changed, then yes, so definitely questions should be changed. Next is candidate experience. Let's talk about this. What is candidate experience? I have discussed above that yes, candidate experience should be positive, then only that candidate will recommend other candidates and even work for our company. Okay, so transparent communication is important. Keep candidates informed about the selection process and provide constructive feedback when possible. We must inform the candidates timely about the selection process and what's happening in this interview process so that they have communication with us. They are not in a confusion. Even if they are not selected, we must inform them about this so that they can move on. Next is positive interaction. Now see, create a positive and respectful interview experience to enhance the organization's reputation as an employer. Okay, so yes, important is positive and respectful interview experience should be there. Even if we don't like the candidate, even if we think that candidate is not a good fit, or whatever happens, we must remain respectful towards the candidate. We must maintain a positive decorum. Okay, so this is all about interviewing techniques and what all things we must consider while selecting a candidate. If I have to summarize, yes, effective interviewing techniques and selection processes are really essential for identifying candidates who not only possess the required skills but also align with the organization's values and culture. So, a well executed selection process contributes to the overall success of the organization by ensuring that, yes, right individuals are placed in key roles. Okay. So this is all about interviewing techniques and selection process. Now, in the next session, we are going to discuss about the diversity and inclusion in hiring. Please be here in this session because a lot of people ask me, ma'am, how we can do this? What is diversity? What is inclusion? How we can incorporate this? And people are roaming around that we are not able to actually introduce this diversity and inclusion in our organization. So how we can do this? Okay. So yes, if it's helpful, please do let me know in the comment section. Till next video, all the very best. Stay happy, stay safe. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.